Estás viendo Canal América, televisión dominicana para el mundo.
A Time for True show is sponsored by the Office of Dr. Bernard Fialkoff, a periodontal, dental implant and laser specialist in New York City, for over 40 years. Dr. Fialkoff was honored by the International College of Dentists and Pierre Fauchard, and received the Presidential Lifetime Humanitarian Honor from the White House. Call us at 718-229-3838.
Sometimes life can be so damn hard, you don't know where to go. Everything keeps falling apart, yeah. You try to do your best, but only God knows that you've given everything you've got, but the world takes you down. You just keep moving on. Let your fears.
Welcome to A Time for True show. I'm your host, Dr. Bernard Fialkoff, and it's a pleasure to have you back with us again. And today we have a very important show because, we want to be comfortable, we want to be secure, we want to be happy, and we want to look young. Recently I had a show for you on cosmetics. You know that I'm a gum and dental implant surgeon, and I called in with my fellow colleagues. We had a beautiful show that's really got a tremendous amount of reaction on cosmetic dentistry. Looking good, feeling good, getting your confidence back. But I have a secret for you, because many times people come in my practice and they want to know, how do you stay healthy? Or they go to me, you're Dr. Fialkoff, you don't age. Why don't you age? And a good friend of mine who we're going to have on the show today, Dr. Hong, who doesn't age. What is the secret? Well, we're going to talk about that secret today a little bit. Love, humanity, and consciousness, integrity. And we're going to be talking about these things because the world seems to be in disarray. Seems like we're in tumult and we don't know where to turn or which button to push. It seems like nothing is working and things are proliferating. So we're going to have a show giving some positivity and what can actually be done and really what establishes happiness, consciousness, and peace in the world, so that we can collaborate as different people, as different cultures, each unique, each very strong, because each person is entitled to be strong in their beliefs, but with respect and granting beingness and recognizing somebody else's viewpoint on life. So first, what I want to do tonight is present to you a group of a friend of mine, Dr. Tao Tze, who is the founder of Tai Chi Men Qigong Academy that has to do with energy and spirituality and a way of life, and also founder of Fowpal, the Foundation for World Peace and Love. Both of these groups he's founded, he's led, and his purpose is to bring humanity, consciousness, collaboration, and love and happiness throughout the world. So we recently had an event at the Westin Hotel that we will be showing you, where he honored people, very important people, because these are people who are helping the world. Not because of wealth, because of their wealth of love, their wealth of caring, a wealth much more important than material wealth that sometimes has been propounded in our world. So let's Buddha first put on the video of Fowpal, and let's our viewers a chance to introduce this very interesting group that's bringing peace love and consciousness to the world. Let's play the video, Buddha.
The Federation of World Peace and Love, Fowpal, established by Dr. Tao Tze in 2000, is a US-based peace organization. It promotes love and peace through various means. World Leader Summits of Love and Peace, providing a platform for an exchange of ideas and experiences.
Peace is very, very great. We need peace in our heart, in our neighbor, in our home, in every country in the world.
Dialogues with global leaders, sharing wisdom for the betterment of the world. Cultural exchanges, bringing people closer together through culture.
Tao Tze understands this and understands that our conduct must mirror our words, must match our sentiments. We must learn how to live in peace, and examples of the kind before you today point us in the direction in which we should travel.
When one has wonderful people like you, with lots of positive energy, and thinking positively, in kindness and in love, it's a great motivation.
Endorsement campaigns, promoting ideas of conscience, love, peace, and human rights. Bell-ringing ceremonies, visionary leaders ringing the bell and making wishes for peace.
A sound, a very simple golden round-shaped bell like this can change the world if our heart goes with that sound, the sound of world peace and love.
Eu disse para que as crianças encontrem de novo o sorriso. E ao Dr. Cole e a sua esposa.
In the aftermath of a coup in July 2003, President Menez treated his political foes with forgiveness, realizing the wish he made when ringing the bell of world peace and love.
All women and men of the world to build and consolidate peace in the world.
President Wade put his wish of peace into practice by calling upon the unity of African regions. In 2008, he negotiated a peace agreement between Sudan and Chad, ending the 5-year conflict, and brought peace and safety to millions of people.
It's been a great experience. Having a World Summit for Love and Peace, this is what the world needs.
In 2008, President Fernandez diffused a possible war among Colombia, Ecuador, and Venezuela, preventing countless people from the scourge of war.
To date, 451 influential leaders from 128 countries have rung the bell, including 51 heads of state and government, 7 Nobel Peace Prize laureates,
and United Nations ambassadors. The energy of the bell ringers is gradually changing the world for the better. Dr. Hong initiated the movement of An Era of Conscience in 2014 and emphasized the importance of conscience. Since 2018, Fowpal has worked with various missions to the United Nations to promote the culture of peace with love and conscience. On July 25, 2019, the United Nations adopted the draft resolution submitted by Bahrain and declared April 5th as the International Day of Conscience. Dr. Hong has led Fowpal members to visit 101 nations to unite peace promoters in different parts of the world. With more people's conscience awakened, we will generate powerful positive energy and create a world of love, peace, and conscience.
So there you go, and you get a little flavor of what Dr. Hong, Tao Tze, and Fowpal have done. And they do it by actions and by their events and uniting. And the bell of peace and the ringing of it and the wishes of all these world leaders of all different countries, faiths, religions, creeds, coming together, wishing positivity. It's a very interesting thing, because if you really look at it, those are resolutions. Those are what are called postulates, which change the world for the better. And it's something that's very sorely needed in this world, what we live in. So, as I said, this past Friday, at the Westin Hotel in New York City, there was a global Fowpal summit for world leaders, which I was very lucky to attend with a lot of friends of mine. And during that summit, many awards were given out, and the bell was rung, and the wishes were made for the world. But Buddha, I want to first put the award, which was given to Dr. Hong by the President of the United States, and there you see it on the screen. And the President of the United States awarded Dr. Hong the Lifetime Achievement Award from the United States of America and the White House for the amount of work that he's done for so many years, bringing people together with humanity. And if we can show the letter also that accompanies this beautiful award that Dr. Hong received at the Westin Hotel, and you will see the letter from President Biden to Dr. Hong. There you go. A beautiful letter recognizing his contributions to the world. Now what I want to do is I want to play for you a beautiful video of a little excerpt of that Fowpal conference where the Dominican Republic Council, Elijo Jaquez, was actually honored and rang the bell of peace and made his wishes for the world. So, Engineer Buddha, let's put that video on for our viewers now.
World peace and love and harmony. Thank you.
República Dominicana, una nación que se abre al mundo en democracia, que se supera con los días, pero con muchos desafíos por delante. Celebramos lleno de alegría este acto de hoy en beneficio de la paz.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Memuna Sano from Sierra Leone. I'm asking for peace and love in the world. We should think as one and accept one another as we are as human beings.
To you, each of your excellencies a butterfly with your country's flag represented on top. Please retrieve the butterfly representing your country. And each butterfly represents each country's effort and hope, symbolizing the unity for a peaceful and sustainable world. And with the butterfly, please hold it chest level high. We're going to first take a picture of this together. Make sure your flag is seen proudly. So big smile. And for Her Excellency from Sierra Leone, we just invited you last minute, so your butterfly is going to be the yellow one. It's beautiful. Please look at the photographer in front. And now the butterfly, you can actually move its wings. So with the clip that you're holding, please move your butterfly freely to flap its wings to symbolize the butterfly effect, that its positive energy will spread through all corners of the world. Yeah, we can move, yes. And it'll be a motion video for our photographers to document. And now to begin our ceremony, let's invite the Tree of Hope to the center of the stage. And this tree of hope is a little bit small, so I invite the two guests to spread to the two sides so that your lovely faces are not blocked by this tree of hope. So our guests on the right can scoot up to the right side, guests on the left to the left side. And first, we'd like to invite Dr. Hong up to the stage to clip his butterfly onto the tree of hope. And now we invite all the guests to clip their butterflies onto the tree to symbolize this congregated effort and this congregated positive force to work towards our wishes together. And we want to make sure the butterfly is facing towards the front and try to clip it onto the leaf near the light bulbs. Because once we initiate the ceremony, that's when the lights will turn on. We just have a few more butterflies left, and we're going to adjust the butterfly so that each country's flag is visible to the front. And now we invite your excellencies and Dr. Hong to form a half circle, kind of a dome shape, around this tree of hope of the world. And make sure, yes, we're going to form a half circle around the tree. And make sure all your lovely faces and smiles will be seen in this next group photo. And Dr. Hong is just adjusting a few more butterflies to make it look the best it can look. And let's look at our photographers to kind of see, yeah, everyone can see. And as Dr. Hong mentioned, our current time is full of unprecedented challenges, but the most critical times are also full of opportunities. We must seize the opportunity to make changes that can
global citizens promote a culture of peace with love and conscience and work together for a happy and peaceful world.
corner of the world. Thank you, Ms. Gloria. And most likely, like you
leaders like to speak.
Dr. Fialkoff is making his way up to the stage, and Dr. Hong is now gifting you with the mini bell of world peace and love. This is again to commemorate our wish for peace to the world, this common wish that we all share. And there's a little ballad as well that can also make sound. The bell works below. Thank you, Dr. Fialkoff. And our volunteer will package this gift for you to give you at the conclusion of tonight's event. And we'd like to welcome you to return to your seat.
So there you have a little excerpt. It's a very beautiful event. And sometimes we take things for granted, but I know you could feel the energy, the colors, the happiness, the mood. And in today's world, we're looking how to solve some of these negative things that we have going on, the crime, the drugs, the social prejudices, the unemployment, the homelessness, and you can feel the negative energies as I just even speak about them without even looking at them beyond that point. But sometimes we ignore how much our positive, our care, our love, our attention for areas, for other people, how important it is. And so it's important to realize that, and how our consciousness spread over others, our granting others importance, respect, and recognizing them leads to a lot of change in the world, because it leads to harmony. And, you know, I want to recognize that Dr. Hong, when he had this event, actually gave some awards to some very important people who I work with day in and day out. And the first one being my wife, Gladys Maria Lozada Fialkoff, who does tremendous amount of work, actually globally, for a drug-free world, educating across many countries, being a liaison. And so Dr. Hong gave this award, and this award, which I'll put here, was also put with this beautiful award that was given, this beautiful Fowpal symbol of love and happiness and care. There you see it from Dr. Hong. And that was for my wife Maria. And also, it was for two other friends of mine, very important people. First, the owner of Canal America, Jorge Rodriguez, who I call Buddha. For Jorge Buddha Rodriguez, because of all he does and all the innovative ideas in his TV programming to help the community beyond business and entrepreneurship, looking at how to improve the community. And as you saw in the video, he also acknowledged the Dominican Council, Eligio Jaquez, because of all that's going on in the Dominican Republic under President Luis Abinader, where they're really controlling the drug situation and putting an end to this death and addiction that our young people are suffering from. And someone very important, who every week I do shows with, close friend of mine, who so many of you love, Rafael Bomba Brito, who's the host of La Hora del Swing the time to swing and to dance and to take a new point on life. And so now I want to read you what Dr. Hong presented. To Gladys Maria Lozada Fialkoff, to Jorge Buda Rodriguez, to Rafael Bomba Brito, and also to Dominican Council, Elijo Jaquez, who rang the bell. And this certificate was back to the heart. The origin of a culture evolves the root of the nation. Goodwill transcends the universe, touching all people's hearts. Mankind shares cultures through heart-to-heart exchange. A great voice shakes the heavens, known throughout the earth. I want to thank Dr. Hong for having had this beautiful event. I want to acknowledge him for being recognized by the President of the United States and getting that Lifetime Achievement Award for how much you've done. And I want to laud Fowpal and Tai Men Qigong Academy for all you do for the world. I put you in contact with a good friend of mine who runs another great foundation called the Way to Happiness International with Mr. Ludwig Alpers out in Los Angeles. And many of us are so happy to have been able to participate at the event. So many religious leaders, so many United Nations officials, so many lay people, and people of all different races, religions, creeds, colors, humanity, a rainbow of humanity. And in honor of you at the end of the show, I want to put on this beautiful scarf that you bestowed on me when I was able to also ring your beautiful bell. And I want to end this show saying, may love, consciousness, peace, and integrity spread throughout the world. May 2023 bring a new era to mankind, where we're happy, where we collaborate, where war becomes a thing of history, and happiness and joy go into eternity, and we have heaven on earth. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this very positive show. Thank you, Dr. Hong, for all you do, and thank all world leaders and all leaders of peace throughout the ages for what you've done.
This show was sponsored by A Time for Truth Foundation Incorporated as a community service.
Sometimes life can be so damn hard. You don't know where to go. Everything keeps falling apart. Yeah. You try to do your best, but only God knows that you've given everything you've got, but the world takes you down. You just keep moving on. Let your feet